Good morning, nice quiet Saturday morning, just a little bit after 8 o'clock and July the 8th. Thought I'll give you a quick show round the plot and see how things are going. It's been a really hot spring and summer, hot and dry. And we've got the same situation here. The baskets are looking really good. It cheers you up when you come into the allotment, doesn't it, when you see a bit of colour. Okay, let's have a little squidge rain then, shall we? Once again, the pots and the trays and so on, they're doing okay. And our cold frame, mop frame, warm frame, whatever kind of frame it is, as you can see, there's plenty of growth there. I think this warm weather's done it a treat. I'm not really sure if I've got melons, even though we've got a couple there, look. There we go, there. Whether they've got pollinators or not, I don't know. But it's been warm enough for me to leave that lid off overnight, so hopefully the bees are getting in there and doing the business. Then come round to our patio area once again. We've got our hanging baskets. Now that hanging basket, I just simply left that one from last year and it's just recovered. Look at that. Yeah, so is that one. And then I've got I've decided to do some flowers on the outside here just to cheer things up. Let's go into our club room. Remember I put a tomato in a pot there. It just kind of like don't seem to want to grow. I really don't understand that. But otherwise things in here are looking really nice. The onions, those are the overwintered onions. I think they're Japanese onions. Look at the size of them. They are absolutely superb, look. And as were the garlics as well. Look at that. That's the elephant garlic. Look at that. Well pleased with them. The rest of those are at home getting used. Let's go into the greenhouse now and see how things are going on in the greenhouse. More flowers, of course, and I'm doing a bit of sowing. I've sown and cauliflowers for next year. This is for the spring, so they're going nicely there in the greenhouse. Right, well, we've got a couple of tomato plants. They're coming on good. They're a bit slow. I mean, I've got them at home and I'm picking tomatoes. Well, no, I'm not picking them. They're not quite ripe yet. Then I brought that pepper on right through the winter, but I've got there's some sort of bug in here, and they look little white flies, and it's not doing too good. But we're getting peppers. The peppers are growing, even though the greenhouse at home, which is in the shade more, is producing more peppers than here. And then of course my gherkins, these have been tremendous. I've already managed to do a couple of jars of gherkins. There you go, there's one there, but there's loads all the way down. The whole plant is absolutely loaded up with them, and I'm picking them now almost daily. Okay, let's go and have a look round the plot now then. So my cold frame, well, kind of half cold frame, half not cold frame. I've got some 8-door peppers growing there, and look, they are doing as well as the peppers in the greenhouse. There you go, there's one on there, look. And then I've got my lettuce frame, past the sweet peas, love peas, sweet peas. My lettuce frame, look at it, look at the growth on these lettuces. And that's because they're slightly in the shade. These sweet peas are shading them lettuce, which is doing it the world of good. So let's go on round, and then that was a packet of poppy seeds. I'll just sort of give them a try. Unfortunately, I've said to people they can pick the sweet peas, but the trouble is they trod on the poppies there, so I've had to put a bit of wire in there to stop them from treading on them poppies. They probably thought they were weeds. Strawberries are all but finished now. In fact, I need to get in there and do a bit of weeding. Then the beetroot, they are tremendous. I've been picking them regularly, pulling them regularly, as you can see. They're doing good. Leeks, a lot of the leeks are going to seed. I think that's something to do with the weather. but the heat of the weather. So I'm actually going to sow some more leeks. Let's go up and have a closer look. There we go. So I'll take them off, but there you go. And I did have some French beans which I sowed there, which didn't come up, and I've done several. I think they just keep getting too dry. I can't water enough. But parsnips are still doing good. The red onions, as you can see, they're almost ready. Well, they kind of are ready, really. And then I've sown continuous carrots. There we go. Each couple of weeks I sow some carrots, and now I just noticed they're coming up. This is partially shaded because of that netting, of course. So let's go back on the path. Yeah, as you can see, that netting I put around to keep the fly off. It partially shades the seeds, and so that helps them to germinate, of course. Then my white onions, they're looking good. They're all just beginning to go over, but looking superb. Then, courgettes. Let's go closer to the courgettes. Look at this. I'm picking these regularly now, every day. They're almost they come in too quick to consume. So all my friends are getting them. And the plants are big and they're lush and they're just looking, just absolutely tremendous. Then the same with the marrow I've got over there. Look at the size of that marrow there, look. Maybe I'll go for biggest marrow. And then the grapevines, they're looking good as well. As you can see, they're quite loaded up. I know you're supposed to restrict the amount of bunches you get on, but because of the year, because the year's been so warm and they came on early, I'm taking a chance, and I haven't thinned them as much as I would normally. And as you know, I took quite a few of the vines out. Let's go back to the path. Okay, back to the path. That nasturtium's growing all on its own. Don't know where it come from. I've just left it. It's pretty, isn't it? Asparagus is, as you can see, it's just a forest at the moment. I've given them a top dressing of compost because I dug the compost heap out. Then that was me garlics. They're all out now, and so that's spare soil now. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. This is the dessert grape. That's not coming on as well as the wine grapes. But anyway, they're still good though. I need to prune there and sort that out. Then I've sown another lot of beetroot, and I'm going to put another lot in there. And then them cheap old snakes from the pen shop, they work. They're keeping the fox off, along with me bottles, of course. And then I've got another row of parsnips there. Right back to the path. Then I've got the two new grapevines there, the Chardonnay and the Cabernet. They're coming on all right. Got to work out how best to prune those yet. Then I've prepared this bed, which did have onions in it, as you can see. That's not all the peas. I've sown some peas in trays, and that's a few I've soaked, and they're going to go in for a late crop. And then my shallots, they were really good. I'm well pleased with those. They're just out there drying. I'll probably put them inside now, and then I'll sort them out as pickling seed and for eating. Right, then we come along to, which is now going to be the spring greens, if you like. I've got some cauliflowers. I've put there's two types there. Alzheimer's, I call it Alzheimer's, and Galleon, and all year round, and then a couple of sprout plants, and I think I've got a couple here that the slugs attacked almost instantly, but yeah, I'm working on that. They're coming on, they're getting there, and we'll go along the fruit side in a minute. Now then, coming round to squash and pumpkins. Everything is, look, they've put on so much growth. my three sisters, that didn't work so well. That is the sweet corn with the beans growing up. Some of the beans have taken, oh there's one there and that's growing up a stick. I don't know the rules, does it? It's supposed to be growing up a sweet corn. The sweet corn didn't quite do so well, so I put a second lot in, and they're doing tremendous, as you can see. They're coming on. They'll catch up. They might be a bit late. I don't know, depending on what sort of what sort of autumn we have. But there, I've got squash. They're just beginning to form now. In there, did I get it? Hard to see here. The sun's come out now. Yeah, there we go. It's in there somewhere. But yeah, the squash are doing so well. Then the pumpkins, they're doing well as well. They set so quick. These were pumpkins someone gave me. I don't normally grow this type. I grow the French one. The French one's in there, but there's no flowers on any of them. And these tubes for watering, that is the way to do it. And then you know that you're getting the water to the roots, because this weather has been really, really hot. Yeah, so I'm hoping I do get pumpkins on the French ones, but if not, consolation prize, I'm going to have them on them. Right, now then, let's move on. And then I've got some flowers along the side here, just because I can, and why not? I do like sunflowers. You've got to have sunflowers in there. Potatoes, well no, these are my earlies, and they've been like that for months. They just haven't grown. They put a little bit of growth on these last couple of weeks. I can't work out what it is, why they've done what they've done. Let's give you a close look up in case you might be able to help. But another friend of mine, he's got another allotment. He put his didn't even come up, and when he's dug them up, he's found that each potato has got a white fungus on it. And I'm wondering if they were affected. They were brand new seed, so they should have been good. Similarly, these, they are not Desiree, they're Myra. Both those two rows come up well, and then these were just any old safe seed there and along the back there, and they've done all right. And then of course I'm giving artichokes a little go. Then my carrot bed, that has been tremendous. Recommend a carrot bed up off the grain like that. The carrots have been superb, and they're all ready for picking now. Look, they look like they could do with a bit of water. But once again, I water these through a tube, so that sends the water right to the bottom, not around the top of the carrots. Pond, he's doing well, keeps drying out. Then the grapes, these are wine grapes. Look at them, there's plenty there. They're loaded. So, and let's have a peep in and just say good morning to the ladies. Keep working, bees. We're going to have a look at you today. And then most of the potatoes that I've been growing over through the winter that were in the bins, I've used them. They've gone. There's one there that I sowed up a bit later, but they gave us our early potatoes. Let's go around the back and look at the fruit trees. Okay, we're on the other side now. Well, on the other path. As you can see, the tomatoes in there, look, in this frame. Well, it's a frame, it's a wind protection type frame, because the rain can still go down the top. Look at that, they're tremendous. They're going to be ripening probably in the next week. So I'm quite pleased with that, and that pepper there has done ever so well as well. I can only assume that the greenhouse has simply got too hot. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Carry on then. Oh, there we go, there's another view of the marrow plant. Then we've got our frame here that I've had. Let's go round and have a look in. I've lifted this up to get some air in there, and that is their melons, and hopefully I'm going to get melons in there as well. Well, we'll see. I need to get in there and have a bit of a sort out. I've been very busy lately. So onwards. Let's just swing back and have a quick look at the blueberries. Remember they went too alkaline, but they seem to have recovered. I've put ericaceous compost around the bottoms of them, and they've recovered, hopefully. So then there's our great compost heaps all been dug out. It looks a mess at the moment. It's because they're all my pea sticks and I've got to sort them out. Then my fig tree has got a couple of figs on it. There we go, look at that. And there's some more just forming. The gooseberry bush has been absolutely tremendous. I've been picking the gooseberries and I've been letting them ripen. And look, there's a couple more there, look. They're superb, they've been. I'm looking forward to picking these raspberries because they're looking good. That's an autumn raspberry. Then the red currant bush, I've picked so many red currants. It's just a single bush that I transplanted from where we've had them for years. Pear tree's looking good. The peach tree's doing well. I might even, by covering it, I've kept the rain off. Not that we've had much rain, and touch wood, I seem to have kept the leaf curl at bay. Apple tree, I've been thinning these out, thanks to Monty Don. Yeah, as soon as I saw it last week, I thought, oh, I better do that. So I've been through it and I've taken all the ones out that have got anything wrong with them. So if they've got a maggot in them or anything like that, and then I'm starting to thin them out, like when there's bunches like that, I'm thinning them out. But I'm doing it gradually because I'm just taking the ones off that are affected by something or the other. So there we go. There's the plot again. It's all looking good. I'm well pleased with the whole show. Happy gardening. See you probably in August.